Like you, I watch the TV talk shows about the stock market. I watch Squawk Box every morning. Joe Kernan just really drives my wife crazy how he interrupts everybody. But nonetheless, they focus on Jerome Powell and interest rates, and they don't talk about what's actually happening in the world around us and what artificial intelligence is going to do to our internet and how the internet is not going to be able to handle the capacity of data processing that artificial intelligence is going to throw at it, and it has to be totally rebuilt, and they don't talk about it. Here's 7 stocks that are involved in this rebuild or the effects of artificial intelligence on our medical world, and you never hear them. Yeah, they talk about NVIDIA, but let's talk about the rest of these. Some of these are up, like Recursions, up 88% just this month. Why? I know why. Do you know why? Are you invested in it? Have you taken this ride up? This is not financial advice. This is Kerry sharing his observations, much the same as Joe Kramer does on Squawk Box.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
No, I'm a little bit frustrated in that I've been involved in this stock market for years, and there are always the naysayers. There were the naysayers right after the dot-com bubble that Amazon is never going to make any money, and this Microsoft and Apple, they're just phantom stocks, and nothing's going to happen to them. And then you had, after the subprime crisis, the lack of recognition that our economy was getting back on, and we had social media, and we had the advent of a second digital revolution, and they don't talk about it. They talk about all the negative things that are going to happen, and we are right now in the most positive framework that our country has ever seen. As a result of artificial intelligence and machine learning, the whole workforce is going to change. The whole infrastructure of the internet is going to change. You're going to go to websites, and they're going to be interactive, and what I mean by that is, yeah, you'll go to a car website and you'll go through where you tell it what color you want it and how big of wheels you want it. But then you'll go and start negotiating and say, hey, I've got a 2016 BMW that I want to trade in on it, and it's got 60,000 miles on it, and you can access their service records, and let's negotiate. And you will negotiate for the car on the website. You'll do the same thing for every element of the internet. And I'm even building a website, which will be out at the end of this month, that's going to be everything about finances. I'm a retired financial advisor, and I want you to be able to ask me, what's a generation skipping trust? Well, how should I pay for my kids' college education? What's the difference between an IRA and a Roth IRA? How does a 401k? Can I put money into all 3 of them? And I want to be able to answer those, and I'll be able to do it with an avatar and artificial intelligence. And that's what these stocks are all about. They're about the delivery of the new internet and the rebuilding of the new internet to handle artificial intelligence and machine learning. And as you can see, they're up some tremendous price. Yeah, you know NVIDIA. It's up 206%, 8% just this month. But do you know Supermicro Computers Incorporated? That's up 282% and 40% this month. This is not something that's going away. If you listen to the Google earnings report, you heard, what was her name? Ruth Porat. She is the new CFO of Google. And in the last 30 seconds of the prepared statements, she told you that Google is spending a disproportionate amount of their earnings on rebuilding their data centers. In fact, she mentions we had to postpone, we had some difficulties on getting the construction done on our new data centers. Yeah, these data centers are going up like dandelions in your summer lawn because they have to take care of the artificial intelligence, and then they got to build them over in India and Africa as those people are coming online. If you aren't in these stocks, look at AEHR. Do you know what that is? It says it right there, test systems. They make the systems that test the computers on an ongoing basis to make sure they don't overheat and go down, and then switch the data resource over to a different computer if it gets too hot. How about Extreme Networks? Do you know anything about that? that? Well, I think you should. They're up 20% this month, 139% for the year. Have you ever heard Jim Cramer talk about them? No, and you won't. How about Twist? Twist Bioscience. Do you know anything about that? Up 47.9% just this month. This is a synthetic biology company that's taking advantage of artificial intelligence to create a different way of storing data on chips. And then recursion. We mentioned that. 88% this month. Did you know that NVIDIA invested $50 million in this company? No, you probably didn't, because Joe Kernan didn't tell you. Becky Quick didn't say, hey, did you see anything? No, they aren't talking about it because they don't know about it. How about Symbotics? What the hell is that all about? That's the company that's using artificial intelligence and robotics to rebuild all of Target and Walmart's distribution centers so they don't have to hire people to do the work there. You didn't know about that because Joe Kernan never mentioned it. Neither did David Faber. So how do you learn about those things? You get on the bus. What's the bus? This is the group that I've put together. My tribe tells me about these stocks, says, hey, look into this. This stock has taken off. And then I have a system that I search out and find them. And then I share them on our Friday Stock Talks with our tribe. And then I have, through our new website, I have the whole portfolio there with all the research that I've done on the 21 stocks on the BUS 13 portfolio, and then on the 7 stocks that I'm putting into the BUS 12. Yeah, the BUS 12 is different. It's all about who's going to deliver the artificial intelligence to you and I, and bring us into this new world so that we can have a better life. Yeah, this is going to change. And then BUS 14's going to be about all the medical companies that we're going to break up the medical cartel here that we have in the United States that holds our prices up higher than anywhere else in the world, and then delivers us secondary service, secondary health care. In fact, yeah, that's what they're in the business of, health care, caring for you at a price while you're sick. Well, when the hell are we going to get into health cure? That's what artificial intelligence and machine learning is going to do, and that's what BUS 14 is all about. You stick with me. You come to my bus. Get on my bus. I'll charge you a whopping $20 a month to share all my knowledge, all my research, and all my tribe's research so that you can make millions. Yeah, you have the opportunity right now. This is the investment opportunity of a lifetime. Forget about what Joe Kernan and Becky Quick and Jim Cramer say. You don't want to invest in banks. You don't want to invest in Procter & Gamble or General Motors. No, that's your grandfather's stock market. That's my grandfather's stock market. No, the opportunity is here, and nobody's telling you about it except guess who? Yeah, get on the bus.